everybody. Oh, that's some background audio. Whoopsie daisies. Big man, tactical flashbang here, right? Welcome everybody. Hope you're all doing alright. Hope you're all doing safe. We got a few quirky cast members here today. We've got Birdman on his first ever full-time stream.
Yes, what's up?
Yeah, we got Bob. He's just sort of vibing.
Hello, I am vibing.
We got Coconut, our token eagle. No, she doesn't have an OnlyFans.
Hi.
We've got Longschlong, he's ginger.
Good evening, ladies and gents.
We've got DDD, yeah, nothing else to say.
Yeah, really?
And we
Well,
have
anyways,
got Richard, who does 3D printing commissions.
Howdy.
Right, yeah, he's also a cowboy. So, hi everybody, I hope you're all doing alright. Oh, thank you, Fox, I just realised, thanks for subscribing, means a lot. If you want to, just before we start, if you want to give me lots and lots of money, the stream level link is in the description. So please, I need to feed my family and kids. So yeah, we're going to start off today, we've got quite a lot to talk about. So I think we'll go for like the lighter things first, and then we'll sort of work our way up a bit, right? So, first things first, I was talking to DDD earlier, and funnily enough, that was the first time I've talked to him in the entire week. You wanna tell me why that is? Why have you been absent all of a sudden?
I have other friends. I have other people I hang out with. I don't only hang out with you guys.
Right, so basically he's cheating on us. You've heard it here first.
Shut
God, being
Oh my
cheated on by
goodness.
It's
DDD.
absolutely disgusting, right?
Listen, I have a reason for this.
What's your reason?
I have
Go on.
school. I have school, and I
all
actually
do.
kind of need to focus on it. I know, but I also have other friends, and I love hanging out with those friends. And
Not
they're
good enough.
IRL friends.
Not good enough.
How is that not
You hear
good?
that, Abdul?
What?
We're not good enough.
I know.
We're not good enough for
I
them.
know it's awful.
We're not good enough
I'm
for
actually
DVD.
fuming. Right. If you did notice, by the way, boys, like if you saw our schedule,
I can't believe
by the way, I just want to slot this in here. We are doing only Big Ben broadcast today for an hour because politics is a bit dead at the moment. So other things are also dead. So yeah, sorry boys. But yeah. So
Zipper
DDD's
left
been
on such short
absent
notice.
for quite a while. He's been getting on with his imaginary friends, and
Imaginary? Okay.
that might be the fact that he's also back
Listen.
in Adderall he wanted to add in.
Oh, yeah, that? First of all, they're not imaginary. Let me tell you this. They're watching the stream right now. They're watching the stream right now. Probably. I
Until
have
they
no
give me
idea.
massive amounts of money, I'm not going to consider them.
No,
Bro,
but he
bro,
saw.
I know it could have
He
been your
saw.
accounts.
Come on, don't hurt his feelings. Hello,
Right,
DDD's
okay,
imaginary
I need to restrain
friends.
myself, right? But do you guys
Oh.
think we're actually real friends, or do you guys think that like DDD's, you know, sort of there? Because I think he's
Sure.
quite a lonely man, to be honest.
And also,
I think if
I'll
no
back
agree
on
on
the
the same
topic.
conclusion, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Back on the topic of me going back on Adderall. So
Right.
because the economy is going to shit, we have to save money by using my older medication, which is Adderall. Whenever I use it, I feel like I'm high, but not at the same time. I don't feel normal. I just feel retarded most of the time.
Right. Okay. And
Wait, you went already?
Nope. Surprisingly,
Huh.
I could go worse. I could talk about pee again.
What? Don't,
Again.
don't, because that was the worst way to kick off this first stream. That was actually awful. So I
God, it
think
sounds awful.
yeah, a lot of things have been going on throughout this week. Like DDD is not one of the things that's been going on. I don't know if Rich is here right now. I'm pretty sure he is.
I am here right now.
Yeah, right. Sorry. He's been in and out and again, but
Yeah.
Richard wanted to talk about something that's been bugging him quite a bit, and he's doing 3D printing. So I'll just let him take over with that.
Well, you see, you got all these boomers who think they're charitable. So what they do is they talk to their grandchildren. They go, "Could you set up this 3D printer for me?" So they go online. They buy the easiest 3D printer to set up, fully set up already. They ship it to their house. They go, how do I use this thing? Okay. So what they do is they download the software that comes with it. Then they go on like Thingiverse and find files for 3D printed masks. And now they print these masks, think they're doing anything. When in reality, there's already companies and 3D printing companies that are doing all this. So now I'm stuck with having to deal with old people and people who want to be charitable, who think that that health industry actually needs help when there's tons of companies already supplying. And even if you use a printer to print, the most you're going to print a day are like 5 to 10, maybe, if you even get that, if they come out good. So what's happening is I have to pay extra for material now because these people are wasting all my material. They're buying it all up. The only way you can get material now is if you buy multiple rolls as a bundle, or if you find some weird company that sells it. And it's terrible. It's so inconvenient.
And it's really bad for Richard as well, because I
shady.
don't know if you guys are aware, but he actually does make most of his money from like 3D printing.
All of my money. All of my money.
He does like eBay sales. He takes commissions.
And Fiverr as well, yeah.
Can you 3D print this rifle for me, please? And he's just like, yeah, sure thing. Don't have a carbs, basically.
Yep.
What are you gonna do with the rifle?
Don't worry about it. All right.
Well, it was a person in high school. So what do you think they're gonna do with it?
Oh, let me guess. You're just gonna. The next thing you know, you're gonna appear on the daily news.
I'm not gonna appear on any news. Hey, the gun
No,
cannot be traced.
Abdul.
Sorry.
Oh, Abdul, you're
Talking about. He's gonna be on the news.
Oh, dude, I don't know, man. Maybe. Apparently, NXG has some questions, and by the way, that goes for anybody. If you have questions or you want to tell a story, feel free to give me a message. My Discord is in the top left. Sorry, I'm retarded. And also, if you want to join our Discord server, it is in the description. There's the link for you guys. Sorry if you try to join through the other links on the other streams. I need to fix some links. We had a bit of an issue with them. So yeah.
Indeed.
So you can do that. I'm gonna get NXG in because he wants to throw in his 2 cents. But yeah, donations in the description, all of that shit. Yeah.
Give us money.
So let me just get NXG in here. I want to make these a bit brief today because we've got a lot to cover. So, hi NXG. You said you had a question?
Hey, give me 1 second. I gotta mute the stream real quick.
Right, okay.
Alright, so I have one question that I want everybody here to air out
Okay.
publicly.
What's your question?
Right.
Very well.
What are your thoughts on MAP rights?
I
MAP?
don't think
Oh.
there should have any.
So for
Right. They shouldn't.
yeah, they should not have rights. That is, pedophiles should not have rights like at all in society.
Peace.
And the thing is, as well, like, it disgusts me how they're just trying to use different names and shit just to, like, sort of rub that name that they go by off the charts and stuff, and they're trying to say it's like,
Didn't we?
it's a sexuality or whatever, you can't prevent it. Yes, you can. Get therapy.
Not sexual. It is not a sexuality.
Actually,
The
didn't we?
sexuality is your fucking romantic or sexual orientation towards a gender. Children are not a
Exactly.
That is very true.
sexual attraction towards children is a mental illness, and it should be treated as such.
Exactly,
Damn.
right.
Exactly.
Damn, we're really serious about this shit.
Yeah,
Honestly,
and
though,
I do
I'd say
feel
that-
like, if they ever get caught by the police, you know, they should get the full extent of the law, pretty much. It's absolutely
Actually, yeah, I agree, because I don't think pedophiles are okay. Because pedophiles are doing a crime, and once you do a crime and you get caught, you are revoked of your necessary rights.
Wait, so DD, are you saying that pedophiles are doing a crime?
Yes.
They
Okay,
are
thank
most.
you. Thank
They
you.
are
Thank you for
very
clarifying.
much
Thank you
doing
very
a
much.
crime.
Right,
Now that you guys have talked about pedophiles, that leads on to my second question. If you were to find every single pedophile in existence, what would you do? What if you had to kill them, like very violently? Like, what would you do?
Hey, keep it
Would you?
Chill out.
No, listen.
Chill out.
What would you do?
No,
would you
no,
send them
chill
to the? Would you send them to the guillotine, the gallows, or the electric chair?
Neither. I would have Gaiman have Adam. That's what I'd do.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna leave it there, right?
Yeah, that's a little
pretty
pretty far.
It is good.
Alright. So yeah,
Doom Eternal.
thank you for like giving us.
I'm
your
not
questions,
disagreeing,
though,
but
honestly.
Jesus.
But yeah, I wouldn't disclose it on streams. I'll talk to you afterwards, though. All right. See you, man.
See.
All right.
Oh, that was a
Well,
So yeah,
fun.
I think now
Cool.
is a perfect time to move on to our main shit. For you guys who aren't aware, we've had a bit of I hate using the word, a bit of drama this week.
Ooh, I love drama. I hate
Right.
it. Actually,
Drama
no.
Alert Nation.
People, Drama Alert Nation.
What is up?
So it's to do with this guy named Ben, right? And Ben, I wasn't fully aware of who he is. Birdman actually introduced me to him. As well as this person called Tiffany, right? Ben is
Tiffany.
quite an, and I hate using this word,
What?
but I think it's like the literal
Special.
definition, a simp.
It's special.
But well,
He's something special.
and
Listen,
I probably couldn't get any
listen, let
worse,
me-
but
let me
he
just-
literally does like
Okay,
puppet commentaries
let's-
or something.
Papa,
Let's-
can we pull up that quote that he said about Coco?
I'll
No.
go to that. I'll go
No,
to
No,
that.
no, no. We're not starting stuff. Listen,
Alright, listen.
No.
Alright,
The basics about this is that Ben is not a very good person, in my opinion. He
That's
might.
extremely vague.
Okay, he has a bit of a. Okay, he might. A lot of people say he has issues. I don't disagree with that. I completely agree with it. But he's done a lot of dumb stuff and caused us a lot of trouble, and it has really annoyed us.
Yeah, so
Can
this
someone-
this person,
someone-
right, and I just want to like sort of give a background to this, right? So I was introduced to Ben through Birdman, and this was at the same time as Tiffany, right? Tiffany is a as far as I'm aware, like an Angry Birds
Yeah,
artist or
Tiffany-
something. She makes like Angry Bird drawings or something like that.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's
And,
really funny.
I actually forgot that Angry Birds existed. I used to play that on my phone like years ago.
Angry Bird Space was the
I
shit,
used to have it on
honestly.
my iPad.
Yeah,
and I
but
smashed it.
the main thing that got me was the fact that he was like, look at this lolcow, and it was like a screenshot of her Twitter rules that she put up. She has like Twitter rules, and it was like ridiculous. Like
Oh,
you're not allowed to
Oh.
criticize
You know,
the
put a
work in a
screen
negative
cap.
way.
You wanna- would you like to put a screen cap of it?
I don't know. I don't want to drop anything. I'll just read them off. But like, I'm aware it was
Alright
like
then.
some other rules and stuff. Like you're not allowed to criticize me in like a negative way, which is like do
Yeah.
not say
Oh,
bad
yeah,
stuff
those
about my
rules.
art.
Yeah. You have to come to me
When
for
I saw
every
that, I
bit
was-
of criticism.
Oh, when I saw that, I was
also the one that got
instantly-
me was treat me how I want to be treated.
Basically,
That's
basically,
So
um,
I saw
basically,
it right.
Tiffany
right,
is-
hold on.
That's what she said.
Because
Nah,
I
don't-
basically I saw it, and I was
I
like,
did
you know,
some
I'm gonna
research
meme on
on
this
it.
person, right? I'm just gonna. I don't know. I'll have a bit of fun with it.
It's
'cause,
open for me, big.
all right.
It's asking
In
to be
summary,
memed.
what happened was we kind of really messed with her. We had our fun. We kind of trolled her a bit. She got angry. Stuff happens. So next thing you know, Ben kind of gets a little angry and he starts having a feud with us, saying, "Yeah, that's kind of mean. You really shouldn't talk to Tiffany that way."
Yeah.
And I may or may not have tricked her into joining our server and tear her apart.
Yeah, so some people may think that I went a bit too far with Tiffany, and I sort of agree with that, because I only
You
just met
think
her.
you went too far?
Correct.
Listen though. I was like, oh, this is all over, right? You know, it's over and done with now, right? And then I saw
Yeah,
that she
it is.
posted screenshots of me on her Twitter and trying to get people to like
Oh.
white knight after me, and I was like, hold
Yeah,
on.
it was pretty fucking retarded.
So I was
He
talking
said-
to I was talking to this Ben guy about it, and I barely knew who he was. I actually assumed he was a friend of like Birdman at first. And I was like, oh, have you heard of this Tiffany person? Like, you know, isn't she like ridiculous? And he literally just starts like fighting for her
Sipping on
life.
her.
Like he goes berserk about it. He
Wait,
thinks
yeah,
we're
Ben
all
got
awful people
angry.
because we criticized her. And like I was thinking straight away, like this dude's a white knight, you know what? This is not gonna go
Any
well.
form of criticism.
The day after that, right? Because we memed on him
Get banned.
about it a bit. We call him a simp and whatnot, as you do. But
As
next thing you
do,
know,
yeah.
I check his YouTube channel, which is like a plush commentary thing, and
Ooh.
I saw it, and I saw a community
Everyone
post.
cringed at it.
I saw a community post saying, "YouTube war, allies, and he listed like a bunch of his friends or something, and then like enemies, and my name was in there along with Birdman's, and I was like, what?
And I don't know why my name wasn't in it because I'm the one that started. I'm the one that teared.
I wasn't in it
Teflon
either.
to
It was
shreds.
quite...
So
No,
we
Zephyr ripped the,
we,
ripped the
like,
shit out of Ben.
we decided to have a bit of fun out of it, right? Because we had no clue what was going on. We had no clue about who he really was. But we were like, we'll have a bit of fun with it. So we were going into like his servers, and we were just like spamming stuff and whatnot.
Yeah, this wasn't his personal servers either. These were
Yeah,
servers
at first-
specifically set up to. It was basically
Go
like
against us.
anti what he would call us.
Yeah.
It was. We weren't just raiding his servers out of the blue. Like, they were specifically anti.
Well, he was
us
calling for
servers.
raids on our server.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was calling for raids on ours
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
the thing as well. He tried to raid our
Wait a second,
servers
that's
for some
against
reason.
TOS.
Even though he has, and I just want to put this out there, he has no clue how to raid. Jesus Christ.
He wanted to
Honestly,
put-
no. What happened was Abdul was able to get ownership from Ben by tricking him. It was pretty easy. I don't know. He was able to give it to him easily. So what happened was he destroyed the server. A couple days passed, and I decided to do it again. But this time I did it 3 times in a row to 3 of his servers at the same day. He was so willing to give me the server just so we can pretend to raid our own server, which is the most dumbest
Yeah, I
logic I've
know.
ever thought of in my
And
entire
Craig
life.
actually wrote something up in the chat, but like Muslims have autism, and that's the thing. Like we're pretty sure he does.
Yeah, he
But-
probably does.
And that's the thing. Like I don't want to start like a crusade against the guy,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Because
most likely.
Yeah, don't witch hunt people. It's not
Do-
cool.
do
It's
not
not
witch hunt,
sanitary. Just
right?
chill out, people.
It's not sanitary.
be
That's true.
civil about stuff. But Jesus Christ, dude.
It was the
This is
stupidest
so
experience I've
very
ever had in my entire life.
it was
That is
surreal,
relentless.
really, because I was like, hold on, like, is this our first bit of drama? And I was like, hold on, why is this guy waging a war against us all of a sudden? And I've been in like his
Because
DMs,
we
and
were
I've
like,
been trying to talk it
haha,
through.
that's...
Sorry, I was in like the DMs and I was trying to talk to him about it, and I was like, I don't even know who these people are, right? I'm not 100% sure what you're talking about. And he's like referencing stuff that like other members have done, which I don't even know who the members are. I've never heard of
Yeah,
them.
like Undertale Fanatic.
Undertale Fanatic, I
he's-
literally met him like in the server. Like I never really talked to him beforehand at all. I never even heard of
Yeah.
him. But
I don't think we need to
talking
talk
all
about-
these people that have like done stuff to him. And I'm just like, so where do we come into the equation? He just keeps on talking about the stuff other people
Yeah.
have done. So I think unintentionally, like we've been dragged into like a big bit of drama that we never even have any clue what's going on.
What I think is what happened is he thought we were associated with another YouTuber known as Crablex TV. By the way, check him out. He's a very good YouTuber. Very funny too.
Yeah, he is.
Crablex TV actually did a video on him, Roast Theater. It's a pretty low video. It's not that much views, but it's a pretty funny video on Ben.
Yes.
Ben got angry about it and apparently started drama about it. And we got dragged into it because he thought we were a part of that. Once again, don't go after these people. Anyways,
Now-
we decided to see what would happen. Well,
Yeah.
like what's going on, and we got other people. We don't need to name drop them, but whatever. Other people that actually helped us get information on the current subject. So we were able to get a lot, and I was able to understand Ben a little bit more. And I don't know if this is a really good thing to say, but he kind of has an actual mental thing.
Yeah, he actually does.
So I just
Yes,
wanted to get around, right? So the thing is, right?
Same with the Angry Birds.
I
YouTubers,
wasn't
too.
really too annoyed about like you know the sort of stuff he was saying and everything, and like I found it pretty funny, to be honest, that like we
Yeah.
were dragged into something that we have no clue what's going on.
But the more
this
we,
entire
the more I
different
bullied
community.
him,
But
honestly, the
listen,
more I
right,
bullied
listen.
him, or
So I was like, this is alright. Then the stuff started actually getting bad, right? He joined the server, and he made like a really shit attempt to raid, right? But he also decided to let's just say this. He decided to be very creepy towards one of our server members, a good friend.
He tried to hit on someone.
Is her
Yeah,
name?
He tried to
Is
hit
it a
on
her?
For the record, is underage.
And any
Oh,
word
yeah.
that you says is a part of the raid. What Ben
Well,
says
how about
is
we get the
like, oh,
quote
it's
for closure?
You wanna read out the
Ooh,
quote?
ooh.
I will. I'll read out the quote.
Actually, how about Coconut? She
Okay,
hasn't
yeah, you
talked
can
the
read out the
entire
quote.
stream.
Coconut.
I don't want
You
to
haven't
read out the
talked-
quote.
But you haven't talked this entire stream.
You haven't
I
talked
just have
all.
nothing
Come
to
on.
say.
Okay,
Jack-
alright.
Come on.
But
Reveal your ego voice.
I'll read the quote.
alright.
Okay.
Too bad I can't for the second reason because I am directing this song with Undertale Fanatic. In fact, those guys made fun of me, but I don't want to go against Coco because I don't want to be mean to girls who have cute voices that I heard in the voice chat. I don't want to bother Coco.
So basically, he's simping over.
He's
a
simping.
15-year-old.
Simping.
That he hasn't even talked to, like,
Exactly.
just
He was
heard
like
her
in a
voice.
VC once, and I don't even know if that happened.
Coco, don't you have anything to say about how do you feel about this sim?
I don't know him. I
You don't know him,
Haven't spoken
so
to him.
like how did it make you feel knowing that like this guy was acting like that
Obsessed.
towards you?
kind of weird.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's the
Don't
thing
worry,
as well. I
doing
don't
that.
want people like I don't want my like community members feeling uncomfortable about like people who've just dropped in and started acting like that. It's not on. And it really sort of reflects because we had a situation before that with Jack Norris, the man himself. Who,
Oh, Jack
Yeah.
Norris.
Hotline.
he went a bit further.
The man, the
With-
myth, the legend.
And Coco,
Jack
I
the
feel bad for
Norris.
you.
Wait,
because
hold on.
you've had to put
Abdul,
up with this shit
Abdul,
since
wait.
you joined.
Oh, fuck.
Abdul, hold on.
Yeah.
So you think Ben simping? If you guys think Ben simping was bad enough, Jack simping was 10 times worse.
oh yeah, dude.
Oh, Ben was just like, oh, you have cute boys. Jack was like, hey,
Ben
do you watch
basically
hentai?
is just a random.
So here's the story with Jack, because we
Oh my
actually ended up
God.
catfishing him with NXG ended up catfishing him in another account.
Shut up.
And what he did was he asked the same question to NXG's catfish, do you like hentai? And then what ended up happening is he's like, do you want to see a picture of my penis? NXG wasn't there at the time. NXG was not there. What he did was when he saw that NXG was not responding, he deleted the message. And then when NXG came back, he was like, sure. And then he's like, so you do? And then NXG was like, yeah, sure. And then he actually sent it on Discord. So
He did an illegal act. Technically, he sent. Okay,
He's 18,
literally.
lads.
He's 18, so he sent nudes to a minor.
yes.
Yes.
No, we
mean-
we convinced him that our fake girl was 16.
16.
So
So,
yeah.
and here's the thing, right? Because I don't like, you know, sort of trolling and shit, and like, I don't really care about e-dating. Like, I know some people agree with it, some people don't, but like, I don't think
I'm gonna
it's,
be
like,
completely honest with you,
like a
Abdul.
necessary like thing to witch hunt over. But like, when it comes to like people behaving like that to minors, that's like what is completely wrong with Discord.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Like,
I can't agree
It's
more. And
absolutely
another
disgusting.
thing, I can't agree more. But another thing about that is, I'm gonna be very honest.
I'm
I've
just
done it
afraid
once.
for
I've
Ben.
done
He's
it.
gonna do
I've done.
something
I,
illegal.
okay then. I've done it once before.
Interruption.
You've been a pedophile once
E-daters.
before?
No, I've done e-dating before, and I
Okay.
regret it.
Yeah, it's fucking awful.
It's not good. It's a bad idea. You listen, learn. Do not e-date. It's the worst idea you could ever think of.
You know what I found really funny? You know, at the time when Jack Norris was talking to Coco about like, oh, do you like hentai? And then she blocked him, and then he kept
Tried to say it
talking
was a
in
joke.
VC. He was like, it's a joke, guys. It's a joke. And we all
It's a
just
joke. It's a
blocked-
joke. Please unblock
We
me.
all
I
just
want
muted
to
And
see
here's-
the prank,
And
bro.
here's the thing, right? Because and
We were like,
I just
we
want to say
were-
this now because
Something,
I
weren't we?
actually took some legal action with Jack on that because that was completely out of order. Right?
we
Yeah.
actually taken legal action.
Good on you, man. That was a
And
good idea.
you know what he says? You know what he says to me when I'm doing
What?
it? He says, "I suggest you close the report before nobody gets hurt."
What's that supposed to
So
mean?
He threatened to get
not
my
only was he
IP.
doing that, he was also threatening people about it, which just
Yeah, he
shows
threat-
that he knows he's in the wrong. And it's just absolutely ridiculous how people like this are still getting away.
Yeah, man,
Well,
it's really
Discord
fucked up.
is a very-
Discord is filled with furries and other people that just constantly hunt little children. Honestly, there's a show called Discord Predator Hunting made by Pixarprize. That's a very good show. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about it.
Yeah, I heard.
He touches on the subject of Discord predators, and he does a very good job at actually showing how bad Discord can actually be.
Yeah, it gets pretty bad.
I mean, and that's the thing, right? Because there's so many of these people going around, so many of them, and they're not getting any consequences. And the most annoying part is as well, like, there's some people who want to like take justice in their own hands and like do it themselves, which at the moment is appearing like the only way to deal with them because nobody else is doing shit about it. But like, Discord masks any sort of information, so it is almost impossible to track these guys down.
Yep.
Which
And then often it'll seem like they're remorseful because after he did that to Coco, he was like, "Guys, I'll never do that again, I promise." And then 30 minutes later, he sent a dick pic to our fake female. that we
Exactly.
created. So
and it's just
That's-
absolutely unacceptable. It is honestly
Yeah.
unacceptable
And
that
I'm-
like people like
yeah,
this are
I'm
getting
just-
away.
But then again, Discord moderators are like furries, so you know.
Yeah, I know.
Furry pedophiles. Yep, they're one of them.
Yeah.
a lot of people say Discord is filled with pedophilia. That is true. I kind of believe
It's
that.
true.
Agree.
I have been,
It's true.
I have been around on fucking Discord servers. Mainly, I've been through LGBT ones, and oh my god, the
Yeah, they're
amount
bad.
of like
They're bad.
minors,
Cringe,
pedophiles-
the amount of
oh
cringe
my
and
god.
time.
It was before the time I knew how to report servers, so I wasn't able to. And besides, I got banned pretty much every time because I would say, "Hey, you're not allowed on Discord," or like probably making gay jokes and abortion jokes. But yeah,
I couldn't believe.
but oh my goodness, it is mental. It is mental the type of people there are out there. Oh my god.
Yeah, and I'm just fearing
Letting
that Ben
letting
and
11-year-olds
go
talk
down
about
the
sex
road
on
like
Discord
this.
is not a good thing, especially when it's on an LGBTQ plus
11.
Oh,
server.
oh god. You can see the most
Honestly,
Oh,
actually,
my
speaking of
God.
LGBTQ people, can you talk about how most of them tend to be very stupid?
Yeah, they are pretty
Yeah.
stupid.
They are. They're all stupid.
In fact, like every time you try to give some LGBTQ
I
members
think
actual,
people are
like,
taking off
genuine
theirs.
criticism. Okay, sorry, but genuine
I'll
criticism
block you, ban
towards.
you, mute you, all that.
All right, listen. Genuine criticism.
Can I just like
is
keep
not
it
a
on
bad
topic
thing.
because I feel like we're really like
Yeah,
stolen
going
away
a
from
little bit
like
off
the whole
topic a little
thing.
bit.
Oh, all right,
Because-
my bad then.
Because all I'm saying is we've had a
Surprise the Ben
shit
a
ton
little
of stuff
bit,
going on
because
this
in
week, right?
future, I'm afraid that Ben is gonna end up like a pedo or something because you know how these lolcows go.
No, he's
downhill.
too. He's a man child, right? Just,
Yeah, he's not
take
going to
it
do
as
that,
that.
though.
So can we talk about Tiffany? And I think Birdman, you're probably the most qualified to talk about who Tiffany is. So
It's
can
a
you
long
just tell us a little
story.
bit about Tiffany?
Take the floor.
Yeah, I'll take the floor.
Right.
Tiffany Fisher, also known as Tiffany the artist. She's a 20-year-old basement dweller who lives in her mom's basement. I'm not joking.
Chill out.
She made rules on Twitter and false copyright strike crab legs in 2017. Yeah, that happened. Yeah, I did my research. So, that
Crablex,
happened.
for people who don't know, is a from what I've seen, like a commentary YouTuber and like sort of like a semi-streamer, sort of. I'm not 100%,
it's a
but that's what
he's
I've gotten from it.
semi-streamer, too. Tiffany Fisher, we came across her. I think the first stream we did, and I was like, "Hey, look at these retarded Twitter rules," and decided, oh, her art looks kind of like trash, and we just tweeted at her, "Oh, her art's like trash," and she started blocking people. Yeah, real smart, Tiffany. And then all of a sudden, people have been criticizing her art because it looks like shit, even though we all agree that Tiffany's art kind of looks like shit.
Art is subjective at this point. Literally
I quite
anyone
like
could
it.
enjoy the stupidest stuff.
Even
Exactly.
if
My point.
Sadly.
Yeah.
My point. Exactly.
I mean, I ran off looking
It's a
at
shame,
looking
really.
at a drawing of a monkey that draws. Like, come on, come on.
But
No,
if
but
you're gonna
seriously.
post online, like
Art is subjective. So like one person you might not like it, but another person, I have no idea. Some random, actual, genuine person might like the dumbest art in the world.
And then people found out that she has a Discord. Papa Abdul told DM'd her why you know why you blocked me and all that. And guess what she said in a tweet? I'm not joking. Oh my god, Birdman's an asshole. He just DM'd me. This is Birdman's fault. And I'm like, bruh, I'm not Papa Abdul, Tiffany. I'm
And I
not
think
Papa
that's the
Abdul.
thing
I
as
don't
well.
have
They're
any
so
alts.
like they have such a lack of awareness for like who's doing what, and they're so focused on certain like members of the
People.
community they consider enemies that
Mm.
they'll literally pin
Yeah.
any blame on them for like anything. And that's what I've seen happening
Think
to
of
me lately as well with Ben. Like anything
Yeah.
that's going wrong for him, he's blaming it on us now.
Yeah, and then when something bad happens or something backfires, they go instantly deleting their content, like purging it. I can see all the tweets from Tiffany saying that she was done and everything, all deleted. I just checked; they're all gone. They're purged. They're gone.
It's just a massive pity party. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
It's
They're
it's
all
not
actually-
like,
done.
Another fact, Tiffany Fisher's mods even agree that she does pity party a lot.
yeah,
And
I noticed
also-
that as well. Yeah, like literally her mods agree with it, but like she's so like trapped in this like bubble that she's got herself in now that like she believes that she's basically anything she chooses to believe in becomes a reality for her in the sense.
Yeah, she's just trapped in the
Yeah.
bubble.
She's like Thanos. Reality.
You know
The
what?
can be
whole
whatever she
universe,
wants.
it's small, it's artificial, and it's very fragile. That's the thing.
Honestly,
Very fragile, and any form of threat to her little bubble, she will like fucking shout at call names, try and remove and pretend it doesn't exist, all that stuff.
And actually,
That's what those type of people do.
I got some chat logs here of one of Tiffany's fans who basically is a Sonic fan, by the way, who basically went full on mental in Tiffany's server. So, yeah, it goes real deep. Yeah, Tiffany's just
And I think
boy.
when I first got introduced to this, I thought it was just gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna be Mom's Twitter user, and then we'll laugh about it for like a minute, and then rethink our lives. But this was like a massive
Sort of a-
rabbit hole that we just came across.
yeah, it goes
this
deep,
whole,
like real
like,
deep.
situation
the more
about
we
it.
dig, the more deeper it gets.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane.
Yeah,
It's.
just look at yeah.
I
just
was
look at the
actually
chat.
thinking, like, what the hell is going on here? Who are these people, and why have I got like an entire mob of Sims against me right now?
Yeah, just look at one of Tiffany's Sims. This is like major example. He's like a Sonic fan. He's like Mako, and just he goes full on mental. He's like, I'm gonna commit suicide soon. Team Market, are you fucking right? My Sonic goes, you just fucking don't. I'm tired. You fucking.
pretty much,
criticizing me.
I was gonna say this actually earlier. Ben is like Chris Chan 2.0. Craig actually also said it in chat, but he said it right after I was thinking about it.
Yeah, Ben and Tiffany are like Christians. They're like living in their homes. They don't know what to do. They don't go to college, by the way. Tiffany.
And then another thing,
Yeah, I want
to add on to you.
Yeah, I want
just to add on to you.
Huh?
Wait, what's that? Just to add on to you, what you're saying.
Nah, not me. I'm going to college. So.
No, I mean, of course you're gonna go to college, but
Yeah,
Just
what are you
saying.
gonna say?
just that.
Oh
just
yeah.
to add on what you were just.
Yeah, I'm just adding on what Tiffany. I watched a whole documentary from Crab Legs, which is about Tiffany. She doesn't go to college.
Bruh.
She's basically living in her parents' home. She doesn't want to go to college. She's like, it's too much work. Yeah, she complains about too much work. By the
Yeah,
way.
well, I mean, let's just be honest. Like, if one of her college professors like criticized her work, she'd probably go on Twitter saying, "I literally can't right now. Goodbye, everybody."
Exactly. Another
Ugh.
thing, Chris Chan can't actually blame anything on his autism. He doesn't. I think in similar ways, they're the same.
Yeah, she blames herself with her autism. She's like, "Oh, my autism is really."
Oh, I hate.
Oh
those
no,
type of
Chris
people
Chan
who
doesn't
use-
blame himself for autism.
I hate the type of people who try and use their autism as a crutch
Yeah.
People who try and explain everything away by just, oh, I have autism. I have autism this or autism that, as if it's like there's some sort of magic word that they are suddenly not accountable for anything they do. It's annoying.
But
Most autistic people actually don't talk about that.
Yeah, because I
Can I-
don't. I never blamed it on anything.
Can I tell you, right? Because that sparks something with me, because I've had like personal experience with that sort of situation long. Where back in my primary school, there was someone who had it, and she used to like be like really violent with people, right? Like she used to push people in bushes and like hit people and stuff for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever anybody tried to say to like the parents or the teachers, you know, she needs to be moved to like a specialized school because she's way too violent for people, and like she's actually dangerous. They'll just say like they'll either like say, you know, she can't help it, which is why she should be moved,
Can't help.
or they're being discriminatory against her. When no,
No,
it's just
you
people
see-
don't want to have a black eye when they're going in to do work.
Yeah, that's
No, you
that's
see-
funny.
She can help it. I feel like it's not her autism that's doing it. It's
ego.
the lack of proper parenting. Being raised properly to the point where she can't express her emotions in the right way. So she takes it out super violently, and then the whole autism thing just
The thing
I've
is,
been around
most
so
of,
many people like that.
yeah, honestly,
And
I agree with
I'm
you,
just gonna
Silver.
say I'm glad I didn't end up like one of those.
Yeah, Tiffany
Yes.
doesn't take any criticism, any parody or anything of her content. Basically, she goes on and basically threatens, call the police, saying that she's gonna strike them or something.
Wait,
like
seriously?
that. Yeah, I'm not joking. I got the check.
I thought. Wait, oh, she actually threatened to call the police on people. That's the stupidest. But honestly,
Yeah,
I
it's
think that
really
autistic.
retarded.
Yeah, another thing though,
Just for
autistic.
parody of her work.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. But another thing, autistic people, most of the time, they never blame it on their autism. They always blame it on everything else. They don't. Christian never does it. He always blames it on something else.
Yeah.
It's always someone else or something
And there's
else.
gonna be
Never themselves.
Yeah.
People feel like it's their weakness. So why would they want to criticize themselves? Like, if you let's say, I mean, if you were disabled, would you want to point out that you're disabled all the time?
And I
Do you
think
think about
people,
it?
A lot of people do. A lot
who,
of people
right,
like to
people
do that.
who use this as a way to blame what they do, right? And I know this is
that's
controversial,
yeah.
but if they are self-aware that they're causing these problems, and you know they're the one to blame for it, then they should work towards preventing it. They should try and find ways to stop it. They should put time into preventing it. But they don't. They just like to say that it's happened and this is why it's happened and then leave it. And just wait till it happens again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really sucks, man. It really sucks that people like that don't have proper parenting and aren't actually disciplined well enough, so they don't
they're
understand how
not.
to actually socially interact properly.
Just because you have it doesn't mean you're like unable to have a sense of self-control.
You know,
Yeah.
my mum used to say this for years ago. Naughty behavior is not autistic behavior. See, they're two different things. You can be autistic, and then you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have some.
You can be
long-
one, you can be the other, you can be both, but you shouldn't call an action that is only one to be the other.
Yeah, I know one person who's basically like ignorant in real life. I'm not joking. She's like, I'm not gonna reveal her name, but because she's probably gonna go have her whole squad of lefties come after me. Yeah, she's kind of like a leftist. I'll just refer to her as
Oh,
C.
she is.
She basically doesn't take criticism in real life. She's just like, oh, everything's all right. What are you talking about? Oh my God, Birdman, what are you talking about? She doesn't take responsibility. She blames other people for all the things I do wrong. Oh, it's my fault. I'm gonna be cool with the cool kids. Look at me. I'm gonna post on TikTok. I don't take any responsibilities. And her
Another
younger
thing-
sister basically is like, "The fuck are you doing?" Yeah, I'm not joking.
The thing is,
Brent, hold that thought. Hold that thought for a second. Is there anyone here? Okay, chat. Feel free to ask us questions, and if you want to get on the show yourself, DM Abdul. We haven't seen any.
him.
And you can join the Discord
Is-
server in the description below, which will, give you more interaction with us outside of the streams, which would be lovely.
Yeah, and we're looking for some people who want to talk with us.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, if you want to join the Discord, by the way, we do movie nights and stuff as well, which are really fun. We have like a lot of things, like we play games together and all that. If you want to get in on that, just hit us up. We don't
Get in
bite,
on the
basically.
action, you know.
Yeah, we don't bite.
Damn.
Well, yeah.
Zephyr might buy it.
Zephyr might, but
he might.
just ignore him. Yeah.
Ghost. We have a lot of other sort of people that might bite, but just steer clear of them.
Oh, Craig actually wants to come on, so I'm gonna let him on. All right. Craig, you are.
Oh,
For
hey there.
sure. Let's just wait till he goes.
Craig Gaming.
Big Craig Gaming. What a lad.
Craig
Hi
Gaming.
Craig, you alright?
What's up, Craig?
Yeah.
Hi. So, what did you want to say today?
So you know the whole situation about you saying about the autistic, no, not the autistic parents, but the parents of the autistic child, going to the school and either putting the blame on something else or taking them out completely. This exact same situation, not happened to me, but it's happened to someone I know. It was very fucked up. So I'm at school, and the new kid, he's autistic, obviously. I get to talk because you never fucking horrible. But, you always want to talk to someone to see what they're like. I started talking to people. I was like, because at my school I I didn't go to a fucking autistic school. I went to quite a nice school, let's say.
You went to the Horace Mann School, the school for the deaf?
No, the nice school that you had to pay a bit of money to get into.
Private school.
Yeah, and it was not a private school. They'd pay money to lock up the wackos. That's what it was. And I was the actual. And I was not the wacko. It's like Outcast, but it was like what's it called? Outlast. But I was the guy with the camera.
Alright.
Basically, I speak to him, and I was like, "Oh, what are you in for?" Because everyone's in for something except for me. He was like, "Oh yeah, I had to leave my other school because I accidentally broke a kid's arm." And as soon as that moment, I was like, "Yeah, I don't think you accidentally broke his arm." And I went to the other ones, and I was like, "That guy accidentally broke someone's arm. That's why he's here." And we get to talk to him. It was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna be here on Saturday. I've got to go to the hospital with my dad." And I was like, "Oh, okay, why?" You see, he fell off the ladder and broke his arm, and I was like, "Oh, fuck." He was like, "Yeah," and he started laughing about it. And then he started laughing about his dad having a broken arm. My teacher was there. It was like, "You shouldn't really laugh about that." But he was like, "Yeah, but it was funny." And I thought, "You fucking pushed him. You fucking pushed him." And then the final straw was when some asshole dared him to go onto our school stage, where everyone makes the announcements. Everyone was there. Family were there, like to watch. It was like a presentation or something. He gets a paper airplane. He made a huge paper airplane for some autistic reason. He got up onto the stage. Pardon?
How many views did this get?
Oh, we've got 14 people watching right now. Yeah, go on.
He gets up on the stage. Yeah, this is the finale where he yells "Allahu Akbar" and runs off.
God.
Oh,
Wait, was this recorded?
No, but I think it was recorded in everyone's memory. And guess what happened after that?
What?
His parents got a divorce and he had to leave the school. His parents got divorced.
That is the swag.
You know how parents get divorced? They always say it's not the child's fault. I feel like that's not the case here.
Yeah. But I was like, I don't want to be an arsehole to him because I thought, fuck, he's going to kill me. He's actually going to kill me.
What, is he buff or something?
No, he was like lanky, but he was lanky. That's the scary thing. He had long arms. Good stuff.
The
movie Wreck. The movie Wreck. The horror movie Wreck right at the end.
God, yeah. Oh
yeah.
I think
he had good arms for strangling and for breaking someone's arm.
Right, well that's really something. Thanks for being on, Craig. That's I'm gonna be thinking about that for a while now. That's really something.
Right, see you later.
See you, man. Alright,
SCP-096 has breached contain.
but the whole thing is as well, there's like not enough. Like I get there's like months and shit for like awareness and stuff for these things, but awareness isn't really anything if you're not gonna do anything appropriate about it.
Ain't gonna do shit. We're just wasting money.
If it really gets to a
Oh
point
yeah,
where you're
autistic
like,
people exist. So what are we gonna do about it?
no, but here's the thing, right? It's fine if you have it. It's completely fine, and you know you deserve equal respect.
I have the coronavirus.
But listen, if you're gonna act like in a dangerous way towards people and whatnot, and it's actually like seriously affecting your life, you need like therapy or something to help
Yeah, I
you.
agree.
Absolutely.
Also,
because if it goes undealt with, that's how you end up with like future murderers and shit.
Yeah, honestly. Another thing. Any other people? Any other people?
Not at the moment, no.
In future,
Except for DJ Madness.
I think he wants to come on, but he's just like thinking of what he has to say. So I'll wait for that. So here's the thing as well. So we've had Ben and we've had Tiffany, and they've both brought up that we have conditions, right?
Yeah, and I had
that's
real life
completely
friends
fine.
who don't know
Absolutely fine. But if you understand that you've got a problem and you're having difficulty, dealing with certain situations, why are you directly involving yourself in drama? Jesus Christ.
Another thing, I have a problem. You want to know what that problem is?
What?
I am unable to jerk off to porn anymore.
Okay.
That's
not
Alright.
Not relevant.
Okay, simmer down.
Get out.
Okay.
Simmer down, everyone. Simmer down there.
Yeah.
Come on.
You'll never eat
on a second, right,
lunch in this town
I've
again.
had friends that have had it. I still have friends that have it. And they're like any other normal person. You know why? Because I've learned self-control. I get that some cases are worse than other, but it just means you need to put a bit more effort into, like, working towards, being as functional as everybody else. In the sense.
Same thing goes for people with ADHD.
Yeah, exactly.
And also,
which includes me.
And also people with bad parents. Please, parents, teach your
Good thing I
kids
have
like
good
normal.
parents.
Don't end up like these kids, like Ben or Tiffany, or my real life friend, Mrs. S, because I don't want to say her real name.
Or
Well, at least they have parents.
SCP-096.
But
please.
What
Please
particularly
don't do
annoys
it.
me is the people, like the parents of these people that
They will
refuse
full on
to
defend them.
Their parents
Wait,
are
hold
very
on.
annoying.
The people that like refuse to like put the kids on like medication or treatments because it's like actually affecting the kids' lives, and it's like it's basically along the same logic as if your child breaks his or her legs, like do you just refuse to get surgery because you don't want them to feel different from the other kids?
And anti-vax moms. Anti-vax
Basically,
moms.
yeah, basically, but we'll always blame
Okay.
on discrimination when no, it's a legitimate existing condition and you need to deal with it, or else,
Right.
bad things will happen.
Okay, so I have something to say. So, if you have autism, do not overuse it to try and void yourself of any responsibilities. We've already mentioned that, but also do not be afraid to mention that you have it, because if you try and act like everyone else, act like a normal person, and not say that you have autism, and not try and face the problems that you have, life will be fucking hard. You won't be able to handle stressful situations.
Exactly, and
My
I don't
bro-
think they realise
When
that.
my brother, when my brother started college, well, actually, he had to drop out of one college because he failed twice, and then go to another one. When he went to that college, he was recently diagnosed with like mild Asperger's syndrome.
Damn.
So, yeah, and then he wasn't doing very well. He was actually on the verge of being kicked out until my mum decided to blurt out to them, he has Asperger's. And with that knowledge, they were able to take the necessary precautions, and he actually did very well. He did extremely well at that point after that.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not a case of discriminating some of them and taking them away from the other kids just because they're different. It's the case that these people need extra assistance and they need, you know, different treatment. Because, you know, they don't think the same. And it's like... And, like, so many people, like, they like to, like, claim that if their child has been taken out of his place because it's not right for them, because they have this condition, then it's like... discrimination, then I don't see the logic for it because there is a reason for it, you know?
Yeah.
They don't just take
If
them
helping
because they don't
someone-
like them.
I mean, I know a lot of people with Asperger's. Like, I have quite a few people in my school. One of my professors has Asperger's. I mean, he literally went to Princeton, which is the third best college in the United States. So it affects people differently. So, you know, the point of telling them is you have to observe the person and see how they learn, because people with Asperger's have different learning styles. And so if they might fail normal school, they might excel at a certain learning style. And then if you put them in that learning style condition, then they'll excel past every other student and stuff like that. You just have to like know their learning style and know their capacity and how to learn, you know.
Yeah, I was diagnosed when I was 6, and I've never like.
Sorry, Coconut, let me
used it
turn you up
to-
a bit because you're really quiet. I
Okay.
just realised.
You really are.
Try
Yeah.
now?
Oh, I
There you
was
go.
diagnosed when I was about 6 years old with Asperger's syndrome, and I've never used it in like bad way. Like some people would.
Yeah, and that's like exactly the right thing to do, because you can be aware that you have it, you know, you can do things to like, you know, help yourself in life,
Okay.
with, like dealing with it. But if you're using it as a blatant excuse for wrongdoings that you yourself have caused, then
Yeah.
you must understand that, like, you know, you're at the fault if you do that. You know, you can't really blame it on other people for like being discriminatory.
Yeah, I know lots of people like because I go to a specialist school. Loads of those children, they just use that as a way to get out of situations, and they'd even and I've never used it because I understand like if I've done something wrong, I think of what I have done
Schools
wrong.
believe it
I don't
too.
go straight to saying, oh, it's just it's just my autism. I always oh my god,
Yeah.
Schools in where I live believe anything what any kids tell you. Oh, they're bullying me. Oh, it's my autism. They will instantly, send suspension cards. I'm not even joking. I've seen kids get kicked out over fucking Snapchat posts. I'm not joking.
They take bullying kids so seriously to the point like if you do something like if you anger an autistic kid on accident, they will probably suspend you.
Yeah, I bet Mrs. S, where the person I was talking about who basically cannot take blame and basically surrounds herself with yes men. Mrs. S basically cannot take anything. I bring up the points to her and she's like, no, you're wrong. No, you're wrong, Birdman. Go fuck yourself. I don't care. No, you're wrong. You're making me mad. Oh my god. I'm going to TikTok. What are you talking about? What? And she.
By the way, we have to wrap this up soon because we have
yeah.
like less than 7 minutes left.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say.
Yeah. Got
And
time.
guess what happened? I get the fucking call from the fucking superintendent. Oh, you're gonna have a report. Oh, you were doing such a such. I'm like, dude, she has a big ego.
Yeah.
Hell, she doesn't she doesn't like anything. Like, dude.
DJ just messaged me there saying he doesn't really have anything to add on to this, but thanks for the opportunity. Yeah, no problem. Everybody has the opportunity, you know. Even now, if you want to say something, you know, give me a message. But, yeah, but in the main, like in our context of things, with Tiffany and with Ben, I get that it can affect how you behave. I understand that, but the absolute lengths that they are going to like, you know, even with Ben, like, behaving in that way to some of, like, my server members and some of my friends and all of that, well, basically the same thing now, right? But, like, it's not acceptable, and you can't just blame that on what you have and pass it on. it's not right, and I'm not gonna like, you know, behave like I'm not gonna like, you know, give you a little slap on the wrist and say, you know, hey, it's alright, come back. I'm not gonna do that if you're making some of my members extremely uncomfortable. It's not acceptable.
I agree.
And you know, you can call that what you want. You can claim that I'm simping over like server members or shit. It's just basic. Like, if you're gonna act in that way towards people that I know, I don't want you around. It's not right.
Basic human decency.
If you act in that like indecent way, you know, you deserve everything you get, because it's the internet. At the end of the day, you can't really say you have something that like everybody will be like, alright, yeah, everybody, stop it right now, stop talking to this man, be nice to him. It's the internet. It's essentially a free for all.
Yeah.
Like, people don't understand the internet isn't depending on where you go, the internet isn't a tame place in general. You know, you're subject to whatever you have coming to you at the end of the day.
Yeah. And Tiffany doesn't know. And Tiffany and Ben doesn't know, really. They just think that the internet's just this closed-minded place where all their yes men can basically join them.
Yeah.
Simply.
That's the thing. If you're surrounding yourself with yes men, of course the rest of the internet is going to seem extremely, like, I don't know, uncivilized to you? Like, rude? Like, full of bullies? No, it's just the fact that you've been surrounding yourself for so long with these people who will agree with whatever you say, that you're oblivious to, like, how people actually behave now.
Yeah.
And as soon as someone actually criticizes you, you're gonna, like, you're gonna behave like you've just been part of a targeted harassment campaign. You're not. People are just pointing out your flaws, and you have to get used to that on the internet.
Yeah, and I had the same problem in real life too with Mrs. S. She just surrounds herself with yes men and all that. It just goes full circle with these people. They just don't want to listen. They just drown it out like, oh, I'm going back to my yes men. You guys suck. I'm gonna report you guys. And this happens like on Twitter, everywhere I see it. They just surround themselves with yes men.
And it's absolutely ridiculous, really. I understand, like, all the different circumstances, but you're putting yourself into a bubble on purpose, and it's just gonna hurt more when, you know, your bubble's popped by someone.
This reminds me.
Right, basically,
of,
hold on. Coconut, basically, a yes man is, you know, like, if you have someone who, like, just completely agrees whatever you say, like, no matter what you say. Yeah, those type of people, yeah. So what you saying, Lansha?
Okay, so this reminds me. So in university, I had noticed that there were a lot of people who obviously very emotionally fragile. They were, because I mean, and give it a few years back, they were probably so much better. They've surrounded. There are so many safe spaces and like free speech zones and all that shit. They've surrounded themselves with so much bubble wrap that once they finally left and experienced the real world, they can't handle it because it's nothing like the world.
Exactly, because they're too pampered. They're so pampered to the point where they can't even actually do anything in the world.
Exactly. They probably can't even get a real job because they've expected it to be handed to them.
Yeah, from the government.
Or just like, you have a diploma in gender studies. Have this job that doesn't exist.
Yeah,
that's probably what they're thinking.
Yeah, and that's why most younger people my age basically support Bernie. They want the free shit.
They want the free shit. They want the free college. And
what a shame that he's not running anymore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was. Oh my god, I was fucking dying when I heard that he dropped out of the race and was just like, no refund.
Bruh.
No refund.
People donated their fucking life savings.
Didn't 4chan
life savings?
Right. Listen. So we're coming to the end of this now, but I just want to make it clear, right? Do not like harass these people at all. right? Like
Oh,
No,
obviously,
Done.
do not.
Done.
And I've said this time and time again. Don't witch on people. You know, be the kind person, right?
Be
But-
a better man.
Exactly right. Just you know, be aware of what's going on, right? And cause obviously, like, it can lead to bigger issues if you push it. So
Yeah.
if you have like any negative experience with it, just best thing to do is leave it. To be honest.
Just leave them.
Yeah.
They're gonna end up like Christian or like any other leftist radical movement. They're gonna be bite the dust and nobody remembers them, and they're gonna be like the hobos on the street begging for your money.
Yeah. Right.
Unfortunately.
So I'm gonna
That's,
close it
that's
off
how all
now.
of them are gonna end up.
Right. So it's been great having you guys on. I think we
Yeah,
got through
thanks,
a lot
man.
today.
Thank
You
you.
too.
Honestly, thanks for having me.
Thanks
on.
for really sticking around in the chat and everything. It's been great talking to you guys.
Oh, yeah,
Hearing what
I
you got to
just wanna
say.
post it.
So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next stream. I promise we'll actually be back on schedule. We've had a different schedule, but we will be sticking to it. So yeah, everybody.
Hell yeah.
I'll see you around.